funny thing is, I kind of brute forced my way to affiliate, like, because you know how most people don't have problems getting the follower count or getting the stream time. They just have problems getting the viewers, the three average viewers. One of my streams, I had 50 viewers, and that pushed my viewership average up so high that I brute
Right.
forced my way to
No, there was,
affiliate.
I forget who it was, but there was this really big girl Fortnite streamer, and I got into a duos game with her, and she was streaming, and like a couple hundred people came to my channel, and it was just like, oh, okay, here's affiliate.
The sad thing is, I know I'm not going to get paid by Twitch anytime soon because they'll only pay you when they owe you at least $100. And I'm pretty sure Twitch only owes me like 30-something bucks.
It's unfortunate. It'd be nice when if you do it for long enough and you finally get paid, you'll be like, wow, that was a free $100.
I'll be like, wait, I didn't realize I was that close. Yeah.
Doesn't really make up for the fact that like it's been this long. Like wasn't worth it.
Well, no, I actually kind of prefer it that way, in the same way that, like, so you know how people always say tax returns are dumb because it's just the money you should have earned in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of like it because it feels like you're getting a bunch of money all at once.
No, it definitely does. But what it ends up being is it's a free loan to the government. Financially, you're not winning anything.
But
if anything,
the thing
you're
is,
losing.
it feels like you're winning.
Feels like I am.
No, I know. It's the same way that casinos make you feel like you're winning.
Because you technically it's $1,000, $2,000, however many $1,000 you should have just had in the first place, but instead you're like, oh cool, it's March, I just got $1,000. Like,
yep. No, it doesn't feel bad. It's just the logical side of you has to be like, maybe like 15 seconds of 1,000 miles because someone asked me to and played like a parody version of it. I fucking got copyright struck for the entire thing.
yep.
It's like, and they didn't even like. It's on you to be like, hey, this was fair use.
Well, the thing is,
It should really be on the back of the
I'm
record
pretty
label.
sure
Well, you
it's
did
not
play
fair
the song.
use.
You did
I'm pretty
play
sure
the
it's
song.
not fair use because you have to request permission to sing somebody else's song. That's how that works.
You
for
can-
a public performance.
Do you though?
Yes, you
People do like covers all the time. Like,
Okay, covering is different. You technically gave a live performance of someone else's song.
yeah, but people do live cover performances. Like,
That's technically not legal, but like
It is. It's a different.
it's fair
there's
use.
There's different copyright. with
This
music.
weird music copyright is probably my least familiar copyright area.
It's really
Yeah.
weird.
To be fair, I'm not either particularly like familiar with it, but I feel like that's fair use. Especially if you're not doing it exactly the same. It's transformative.
It depends on like.
It's
The
like
thing is-
dancing. Dancing's
How-
transformative.
It depends on how close the melody is to the actual song. If it's changed enough, then it doesn't count as being technically the same song musically, so it doesn't count. So it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing people don't realize, especially like 9-year-olds putting "this is fair use" in their description is of a YouTube video. Fair use is a reactive defense. It's not a proactive defense. You can only dispute that it was fair use after they sue you, basically.
Yeah, but that's one of the things that's wrong with like our legal
You
system
can't,
in
well,
general.
because you can't proactively say it's fair
It's
use.
the same
'cause-
same way that like someone like say like a millionaire could sue someone who's not a millionaire and they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. They just like take the loss potentially because being stuck in legal battle for that long isn't something that would hurt them, but it would hurt a regular person or a person who's not like super rich. Like Amazon or what's its face? Let's see, like any like record labels. They don't care. They have plenty of money for lawyers, and when they win because you can't afford to stay in the running, like, and no public like defense attorney is ever gonna win out against someone who pays like tons of money unless the case is open and shut. Like, ugh.
There's a name for that, actually. It's called a slap suit.
Yep. It's
But
It's dumb.
Look, there's a lot of problems with lawsuits and especially copyright law, but
Mm-hmm.
it's complicated.
It is. It's not as simple as a lot of, like, people try to make it out to be.
Like, look, especially because what a lot of people want it to be is actually really unfair to companies. Like, a lot of people want to be able to be like, if your game isn't for sale anymore, I should be able to Google the ROM and just download it and then just play it.
I agree.
That's
agree.
super predatory against the companies.
I think if the company's not offering it anymore, then, like, in my mind, it's similar to trademark abandonment. If you don't use a trademark
Okay. Well,
actively, you lose
but
it.
what if it's like you wanted to play? I'm gonna make up a video game that doesn't exist. We're gonna call it.
Splatterhouse 97.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say you wanted to play Splatterhouse 12.
Yep.
And they just last Tuesday released Splatterhouse 100.
Okay, but
They're still making games in that franchise.
yes, it depends on how much of a. I kind of like where it is, where you could technically be sued for it, but it's not worth the company's time to sue you, who won't be able to like financially afford it at all.
I guess it's fair. Like, Nintendo doesn't go after people who download ROMs of their games. They
Now-
go after people who host ROMs of their games
Yes.
on websites.
That's like it would be like suing people that buy a Russian bootleg Dendy, right? Versus just going and suing Dendy. Like, one of those things will accomplish something. The other will make you just look like a dick that hates their consumers. Because chances are that person's a fan and, like, has bought your games in the past and stuff. You know? But it's the type of thing where if they weren't able to find it for free, they wouldn't have bought it in the first place. And so the person distributing it is the one who is hurting your business.
You know what I really wonder, though? Is... I feel like people are kind of...
Oops, I forgot to open my chat. Whoopsies.
How do I word this?
Good streamer.
If you...
I know. Best streamer.
Best streamer.
It doesn't matter. I have 0 viewers. I wasn't even viewing myself. Oops.
I guess it's like... I always kind of wondered, people are okay... It seems like a lot of people are okay with, like, you downloading a ROM of Super Mario Brothers and playing it on an NES emulator, even if you don't own an NES or Super Mario Brothers, which technically, that is illegal. Technically, even if you own the game and the console, that is still illegal, because your rights only allow you to make an archival copy of a game you already have, and archival means for archiving purposes, not for playing purposes.
Technically, like, emulators are only legal for, what's-its-face? I keep forgetting what the word is. It's for, like, testing and, like, technology advancement. It's not for, like, actively playing games.
Anyway, going after emulation is not worth any game company's time. It's too much work. But anyway, people, for the most part, seem okay with people, like, emulating Super Mario Brothers. But why is it then that people aren't okay? Let's say I had I ran a paper company, and I could print exact replicas of Magic the Gathering cards. To the point that, you know how you have, like, cheap fake cards sometimes and you can tell they're fake? Let's say I could print perfect one-to-one reproductions that you could not tell were fake. Like, my method was the same, my materials were the same.
So you're counterfeiting.
The only difference is that they came from my source and not Wizards of the Coast. Why is it that... And let's say it's a card that isn't printed anymore. So we're going to take out the lost profits argument, kind of like with Super Mario Brothers. Why is it that people aren't okay with that, but they are okay with the ROM thing?
Because, I don't know. I mean, that...
Because here's the thing. A Magic player, if they found out that I had made a Mox Pearl, they'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're actually allowed to do that in tournaments.
You're allowed a number of proxies,
A lot of tournaments, yeah,
usually.
You're allowed a certain number of them.
Especially for like legacy stuff where certain cards have just been
Well,
like
actually, no. There was a controversial ruling that changed, is because people obviously they would proxy their Black Lotus because they don't want to risk
buy a
damaging it.
Black Lotus.
But Wizards of the Coast made a rule that said that you have to put the actual card in your actual deck for legacy formats, and people freaked out about that.
Yeah.
They probably reverted it. I don't know if they did, but they made that rule within the last couple years, and everyone was like, no. I have to sleeve my Lotus and play it on a table.
Yeah.
What if someone spills their Mountain Dew?
That's like asking someone to drive like their classic car somewhere.
That's like asking someone to park their car on the side of the highway and just leave it there for a few hours and just be like,
Properly protected, this priceless artifact could last hundreds of years. Played at a tournament, not so much.
To be fair, though, Colin, the car argument's a little bit moot.
It's a little different, but
cars maintain their value if they can still run, and if your car just sits in a garage forever and you never actually drive it, that's actually, isn't that bad for the car?
No, not for like assuming it's been properly, like if you drain the fluids out, it's fine, and like keep it in the right atmosphere and stuff. The only thing that'll like degrade is like the rubber. But even then, classic cars are worth, ooh, that was a good shot, are worth more if they haven't been run. And like even if they have like the original tires, that's more like desirable.
Okay, I guess it's weird because like different industries see things differently. Like for example, and I know Eli will know this, is with guitars. Most guitars get more valuable the more old and beat up and like used they are. And it's kind of because, well, some of it is that old guitars have a feel to them that new guitars don't have.
Yep.
It's because someone really good played this for a really long time.
It's the same with what's its face, the violins, those special ones that everyone's like Stradivariuses or whatever.
Well, with violins, there's a lot that like the wood doesn't exist anymore on Earth.
Yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily make a tonal quality difference. Like you could achieve that with modern materials.
No, do you know how much time, Colin? Do you know how much time string instrument players argue, especially guitar players, argue about how good and bad different wood sounds?
I mean, it's got like a timbre, like a certain quality to it, but it's only because it's.
People will argue about even not just the actual body of the guitar. I was talking with a guy once who said, I refuse to play a guitar that has a maple fretboard. It has to have an ebony fretboard. I'm like, the fretboard doesn't affect the sound. And he's like, I care. And I'm like,
right, but that same person is the person,
right,
like,
dude.
The equivalent of that in, like, gaming would be the person who's arguing that 240 hertz is so much better than 239 hertz. Maybe it is. Maybe ever so slightly it's like, hits you better. But like the amount difference that it actually really makes. Like people will say that Stratocasters or Stradivariuses or whatever sound quieter to the player, but are louder than a regular violin. Like the way that they cast their voice, it's less obtrusive to the violinist. That's false.
I'm a little bit. I can't quite agree with you on this one, Colin, because there's
a difference. I'm not going to say there's not a difference, but it's preference.
Have you ever sat down at a piano and pressed one key, and even though the piano's in tune, you're like, it doesn't sound that good? Well, and then vice versa, like you press a key on another piano and you're like, this is amazing.
I'm not saying that a Stradivarius is a bad instrument or equivalent to like a $70 Amazon violin. I'm not saying all of them are equal. I'm saying that like a $100,000 modern violin is probably going to get you the same effect as $1 million Stradivarius, if not slightly better. And it'll be slightly, honestly, more tone accurate too. Like,
your stream has the line thing.
It's your browser. You have to turn on hardware acceleration.
Also, musicians are just really subjective people, and they care more about what they want it to sound like than what it actually sounds like. So.
Yeah, no, it's a again, it's preference. But their preference is elitist.
Also,
and if they have the money, it doesn't matter. Like they could do it. whatever they want, you know? I don't know.
I didn't want to bring this up, Colin, but
Mhm.
Eric was kind of joking about this, and I just sort of went along with it, but I didn't realize how true it was. Is you really do change your tag all the time.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just, I wouldn't if I had a larger following than I do, but where I don't have a following, I kind of see it as like, I have a chance at the moment to change
I
stuff.
want to change it one more time before the like the end of time. Because I want something like super brandable, like Ninja.
So
You know
that's
what I mean?
was my
Something like
most
that.
recent change. I might change it one more time and figure out an easier word to say than dissident.
Yeah, I haven't thought of something that I actually want that's super brandable, but
I mean, my name that it is right now is pretty hard to say. It's Navas, but like enough people know me by this tag that I basically can never change my tag ever
Yeah.
again.
But that, I mean, that's even then, that's easy enough to say. Like my other ones were what, Alcahest, Mr. Swaggins, which was brandable but not. I
Mr.
couldn't live with that for. It was funny. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it,
maybe.
but I'm not enough of a Lord of the Rings super fan to keep with that long term.
Actually, wait, Eli, what is your tag now?
Tempo.
Right. Okay. Because I remember when I first met you, your tag was like unpronounceable. Let's be honest.
I was.
Oh, come on. When is that the answer?
I was thinking
It
I
was
might
the one-
change it,
it-
to like
it was-
literally be my cat. My cat's name is Puma. I could literally be Puma.
The thing about that is cats pass away eventually. Like,
I mean, I
That's
think that was
true.
the same.
you'll
thing
get
with,
another when they pass away. Chances are you'll get another cat,
I mean,
and
that's
then
right,
you'll
like,
want it to be their name.
That's kind of what happened with Eli's tag being "Know Me" when it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I really liked that. It was like his name was living on, you know what I mean? It was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, and it's like a nice in memoriam type thing. It's like
Yeah.
making like your profile picture that for a long time, but at the same time, it's like picking a stream
like
name
the
is
name,
something that you really
No,
need
but
to.
like Puma's a very
I will
brandable
say-
thing.
If you blow up, you can't
Okay,
change
the problem with
Like getting a
Puma
tattoo.
is that there's literally a company called Puma.
it.
like,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter because trademarks only apply to the medium
Well,
they're in.
no, I'm not saying it's a problem like you wouldn't be allowed to call yourself that. I'm saying it's a problem in the sense that if someone Googles Puma, they're gonna get the company Puma.
That's fine.
Yeah, but like, so
You have to get really like if you want to have a really general name like Ninja, you have to get to a certain really
Not
big.
necessarily as much as Ninja.
but so if I was searching for Ninja before
But
he was
something-
popular,
I
would
want
type in
something
Ninja Gaming.
more like Courage or something. Like I really like
Um,
Courage is my favorite. How his is the lion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the big thing is like, well, actually, if you were looking up Ninja back in the day, you'd probably
Ninja Halo.
you'd look up Ninja's Hyper.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like there. Also, to some extent, it doesn't matter. Like, if there's someone more famous than you, like for example, let's look at the Hearthstone player Trump.
Yeah, like
It
I
doesn't
could
matter
start
how.
out-
It does not matter how much more famous Trump gets because there's a much more famous Trump.
Like I
Mhm.
could start
that's
out
why-
with Puma Plays or something. you
Like
know what
that's
I
why to this day, I think Eric and I have to look. We Google Trump SC
But
or whatever.
so
like,
it's
Yeah.
it's for the reason that trademarks again only apply to like the branch, the thing you're doing. It's why what is it? McDonald's, the Golden Arches is a trademark. But if you wanted to, or McDonald's, the name itself is even a trademark, right? But if you
Well,
wanted to
what
open
I'm
up McDonald's bookstore, that's fine.
yeah, no, you can. That's not the point I'm trying to argue.
But it
Colin,
doesn't
is
it doesn't
I'm
hurt
saying-
you enough to be in that kind of contention for it to matter.
I'm
It kind of
saying-
does nowadays with search engine optimization. But like if the person wants to find you and they don't find you, they're gonna like just Google it again with
Okay,
another keyword.
Let's say by some miracle, I managed to in every game I wanted get the tag cat, just CAT. Even on Twitch, I was just twitch.tv/CAT. Like, I would have to get you would have to get really big to start showing up on search engines as cat.
mean? Yeah.
Like
about that. Sorry.
So like part of why I like Neves is because no one is accidentally called Neves. In fact, nobody is called Neves except for me. But even if there was, no one is accidentally called Neves. Like um, you're not gonna look up like, oh, I want to find that streamer cat, and you look up cat, and it's just a bunch of cat pictures. Like,
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't get this shotgun.
also, I'm not gonna lie, Colin. I think one of the big things is me personally, and I think Eli is the same way. Is I think one-word names are just definitively better than two-word names.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As much as you are dissident panda right now, like, it would be cooler to just be dissident or just be panda.
Yeah. Find out some like random animal in like Australia no one's ever heard of, and then name yourself that animal.
The wallaby.
Wait, what if you
Honestly, not a
became
bad
the
idea.
second biggest streamer in the world and your tag was pirate and it was pirate versus ninja?
Oh god. Can we not?
Oh, that was a guy up there.
Can we please not? Wait, how do I do the whatever you're saying to fix the line?
Oh, fuck me. Controller. He had a controller, for sure. He just didn't miss. He only missed when I got in close and ducked to his left, which is it's a counterplay. Doesn't work forever. Doesn't work if his sense is high enough.
His name was
This is
Infamous
why-
Tip.
This is why I like that a lot of games that are just primarily PC games, which Fortnite is not Fortnite is
No.
technically primarily PC, right?
No,
Or is it not?
it's mostly controller players.
Is
Real quick, let me
usually-
tell Eli how to fix it. Click the three dots in the top right of Chrome. Go to your settings. Search hardware acceleration. Click it on.
a lot of the people who make PC specific shooters, like, they'll have controller support, like you can plug a controller into your PC, but their solution to people complaining about aim assist is be like, look, if you're gonna play with a controller, you don't get aim assist. You have to fucking deal with it.
No, my argument is that if they so aim assist is necessary for consoles. It only becomes a problem when it's at high FPS on a PC and they're still getting aim assist. I argue that it should lock your PC to 60 FPS, your refresh rate.
Not
If
gonna
you
lie,
plug a controller in,
Yep.
I think they should just split the lobbies.
Or just split the lobbies. That's the other
I think
option.
they should split the lobbies, and console or controller players wouldn't be comfortable with fucking getting rid of aim assist completely. They'd fucking rage and quit and shit. So I don't think they do that. So I think they split the
Oh.
lobbies instead. I
I'm
think
dropping
in a perfect world,
frames?
just get rid of aim assist.
What?
Give them something to use.
Wow, Colin, your hair is getting quite long.
Yeah, I haven't really cut it in a long time. Like a long
We
time.
swapped.
I'm growing
We
my.
swapped. I have short hair and he has long hair.
I mean,
We traded.
I'm regrowing my hair. Like, I'm not quite where I was senior year of high school, but I'm
Yeah.
almost.
Mine's like I'm considering it long right now, and it's like shorter than it ever was, like in college or anything.
My
Yep.
hair is. I would say in a couple more weeks it'll be at my shoulders.
Yeah.
My goal is to. I actually want the end goal is I would love it if my hair was longer than Colin's hair is right now.
Ooh, fancy.
But we'll see. What is this world we live in where everyone's gonna have long hair and Eli's gonna have short hair? Someone asked me once, like, what are the pros and cons of long versus short hair, and I basically told him,
Showering.
you see, with short hair, you can clean your hair faster, and it dries faster, and the wind doesn't fuck you up,
And it
you
doesn't
don't have to
hurt
spend
when
as
you don't
much-
have to brush it.
It doesn't
which
hurt.
hurts.
You don't get
weird,
wet at it.
weird
And they were like, "What are
downside of long hair?
they were
No one notices.
You
It's
use
just
more shampoo?
annoying. No. It's annoying to look down when you have
that is
long hair.
true."
Yeah.
Because
It's annoying to eat-
goes
wait.
forward. You have to fix your hair every time you look.
I know
forward.
you
Look
two will
down.
know the struggle.
It's the worst.
It is annoying to eat soup when you have long hair. But
Can
anyway,
be. It's
the-
annoying to
and-
eat laying down.
And so basically, this friend's like, if there's so many downsides to long hair and upsides to short hair, why would you ever have long hair? And my only answer was, it's glorious.
Yep, that's the reason.
Reinhardt. I always think of Reinhardt.
There you go.
And it's like, is the glory
logo.
worth it? Is the glorious look worth it? And at a certain point, I think guys with long hair reach the point eventually where they're like, it's not worth it, and then they cut it, and then they regret cutting it.
It's worth it for a long time, and then it's not worth it, and then you want it back.
I remember when I cut my hair when I was going to college, I regretted it. Not immediately, but like probably a couple months later, I was like, come back.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he had attack. I'm playing like a bot right now.
The thing is, when
Don't
you're
do that.
when you're a fresh young, when you're a fresh, like you just are back to short hair again after having long hair for a long time, you realize, oh my God,
It's so
my
nice.
shower is half as long. Like all the
Short hair now, but I prefer the feeling of having long hair, but I prefer having short hair.
the biggest thing you miss out on
weird.
is this is a perk. This is a perk you only get if you have long hair and are in a relationship. Is having long hair when in a relationship and your partner is running their fingers through your hair makes it all worth it.
Yes. True. True.
And when you have short hair, you're like, oh, I can't.
Oh.
You can rub my head, but like that's patting me at that
I will
point.
say you don't have to worry about really bad bedhead with short hair because your hair's not long enough to have really bad bedhead.
Mm-hmm. I'm pulling up internet options.
The problem for me is not the length of my hair, it's the thickness of my hair. So my hair is very thick. I probably need to get it layered. When it's wet and I turn to the side too quick, I smack myself in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And like, when I say smack myself in the face, I really do mean like smack myself in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the worst thing is recently, I kind of let up because I was feeling kind of sick, but I'm better now. Is I started taking like cold showers because everyone says it's like the healthy thing to do. But the longer your hair is, the longer you have to stand in the cold shower.
Rough.
That's true. It's true.
I'm aware that for Eli, this probably wouldn't be a problem, but when you're me and you live in the cold Northeast,
Loser.
it's funny. When I was in high school, I said I'm never gonna go to a school that's more north than where we live, and now I am.
Might have to turn. I might not have the system resources to watch my stream back on the. Oh, I can just do it on my phone. Doy.
Or just don't see. I'd imagine, Colin, you're probably brute forcing it. You probably have the stream preview on in OBS and have your stream open and are gaming.
The stream
Just
preview
turn
doesn't
off the
do
OBS
anything.
Preview.
I don't have it on. I have performance mode enabled.
Yeah. Okay. Is the mighty PC that Colin has built chugging? Is it time? Is his PC finally old?
Put it out of its misery.
It technically, I would say yes, because it's finally at the point where where is this friggin' guy? I like can't find him. I can hear him, but Fortnite's audio is so bad that hell if I know where he went.
Who knows?
But yes and no. It's more so that I built a powerful PC but didn't do it as wisely as I could have. I went with cutting edge experimental technology with the 2 dies in 1 chip. There's
could
there's
have definitely bought You could have definitely bought slightly cheaper but more future-proof parts.
What the fuck?
he doesn't have a gun,
What the fuck?
and he just hit, and I just couldn't. I literally probably ran past him.
Just kill him. Just
I
put
did.
him out of his.
I
Yeah,
did.
I was gonna say.
Fuck?
I was clapping honestly because he did a really good job. He hit real well. He should have ran. If he'd ran, he would have won. He would have been fine.
No, because then you'd have known where he was.
Mm-mm.
I think his best bet was actually to wait for you to leave.
He should have gone there. That would have. I never would have found him because this is. And he would have got a gun. I mean, it's not so much so that either if doing what he did, he was gonna die, right? Like there was no way I wouldn't eventually find him. I landed at a different house than I thought I was because I wasn't paying attention.
You underestimate
Yeah, you
his
wouldn't have.
power. And in fact, you underestimate my power because as Eric knows, and as Eli kind of knows from the times we've played in Hearthstone, I am the best at turning no plan into a good plan.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a name in this game. It's called Playin' Shambles. I mean, it also applies to when you just get jack shit
It's
for
also
loot.
why I basically exclusively played Miracle Rogue when I played Hearthstone, because
It's a good one.
turning no plan into a good plan, easy. At any moment, I could just Heart of the Cards and to win the game. No wonder Eric didn't like Miracle Rogue.
I'm trying to get my channel open on my
Eric-
phone while I'm
Eric
playing.
has really unfortunate luck, and any deck that has Miracle in its name is probably not his cup of tea.
He just has really, yeah.
True.
RNG does not like him.
Yeah.
He's a speedrunner, of course not. How it goes.
Or you could just be me and win the brawl 5 times in a row.
Yep.
Part of it, I'll argue, is that you have to believe you can. And I don't always think... I think Eric kind of has submitted to the fact that he has bad luck, to a degree.
Oh, I fully embrace that I have good luck. I'll be like, so after I win this engagement, off sheer luck alone,
Yep.
this is what I'm gonna do next.
It's that YOLO mentality. Like, I got this. Confidence to the point of like, insanity, I don't know.
I remember, I think I jokingly tweeted once, and Eric, like, did, or whatever, like, redone, Remember the Name lyrics. I was like, this is 10% luck, 20% luck, actually just ludicrous levels of luck.
5% luck, 20% this, 100% power of will. Yeah, I know what you mean. That song.
100% luck.
I remember at the peak of my playing Eric in Hearthstone, I would basically just go full on Yu-Gi-Oh and be like, and my faith rewards me with the 4th card that I need.
Yeah.
With the 5th leg of Exodia!
Bruh, I've been playing the stupidest Hearthstone deck ever.
I would misplay so hard with Dead Man's Hand Fatigue Warrior, and just still win anyway, because that deck was just ludicrous.
I've been playing Mechathune Warlock, and it's like, I have like an 80 or 90% win rate, and I Mechathune them on turn 10 every game. It's stupid. It's like, if you don't kill me by turn 10, you're dead! And I have 2 Doomsayers and 2 of the new, like, 1-mana Doomsayer guys.
I think my favorite thing is, do you remember, Eli, when you crafted that Reno Valera Rogue deck? And I was there, and you were like, if anybody can use this deck and actually win, it's you. And I was like, yeah. Because the deck,
Go.
here's the thing, the deck had like 15 different win conditions that had nothing to do with each
It's
other.
just random Reno.
And it was
Here,
like,
put
well,
all the good cards. There
it
you
was
go.
it was basically like, look, a good deck has many ways to fish out its one win condition. This deck does not have that. This deck just has 15
This
different.
deck has 15 win
Oh, I've got an
conditions.
accident.
Easy peasy.
Okay, that was just the storm. Sometimes the storm will rumble, and I'll think it's like there's like these teleport things, like you hop in a porta potty and it takes you through a tube to like a secret base, or vice versa, in and out. Sometimes I'll think it's that noise, but it's just the storm growling at me.
I actually have a really bad habit historically in card games of building decks the same way someone would build an EDH deck. Like, because in EDH you have to have like 15 win conditions because
So many
you
cards.
have a very high likelihood that you're just not going to draw your win condition at all. Like, so you need to have multiple. And so I'd always just be like, okay, well, what if I just all of my decks have like 5 win conditions minimum?
Okay.
I messed that up.
I think
I changed the bind.
Standard card game knowledge is that a deck of like, let's say 60 cards should have like 3.5 win conditions.
And a half.
I like, it's an average, like 3 or 4 win conditions. One of them's probably your
It
main win
depends
condition.
what format you're in. Because if you're in if you're in Wild and Hearthstone, you only need 1. If you're in like Legacy and Magic, you only need 1. That type of stuff.
The safe thing is to always at least have 2 in like standard style formats, because
Yeah.
there's a chance your win condition falls through and you need a backup win condition.
Yeah. In Wild, it's just like the cards are broken enough where you can just draw your whole deck and then play your win condition by turn 10 every game.
And so you have to think that in a normal card game with
Of course, I already have all
normal
my
deck
maths.
building limitations, most people try to have like 3 win conditions. I was always that guy that's like, 3? What about 9?
What about 17 and a half?
I was always that kid that'd be like, oh, so I need to have 1 of every color to play this card. Okay, I will specifically put 1 mountain in this whole deck. It's like, wait, but no, you need that 1 mountain to win the game. It's like,
Wait.
yeah, I'll draw it.
I'll get it. Don't worry about
Oops.
it.
Why am I not going forwards? I was holding forwards.
You pressed auto run while holding forwards, maybe? That cancels your...
I definitely think that being an absolute madman is an underrated skill in card games.
He's an absolute madman. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty good.
That just got. Oh, it's because I wasn't. Put a structure in between the line.
That happens.
Forces it through the water.
Not always. It happens specifically on that bridge.
Huh.
With those little railing things.
Interesting.
Like anywhere around the map where those little railings are.
I could have all the C4.
You can drop the C4.
I know I dropped the C4. I want to go get those minis back. Oop, no, I got it.
C4 is good, but like heals are better.
Yeah, no. Especially when you already have a full stack of 6. They didn't
Like,
open.
I
this.
even want to take the big pot over the 6C4, but it's
so good.
Either one's fine. I'm a defensive player, so I want the heals because I'm a little bitch.
I'm an offensive player. I mean,
I'm a little
I don't.
bitch.
I don't know. When I'm engaged, I like to make the decisions.
Mhm.
I like to
I try
control
to,
the
I try
flow
to take
of
my
the battle.
kit for endgame. I try to not take stuff for fights. If that makes sense.
Even endgame, like
Like when I'm tunneling and stuff, I'd
If-
rather
if
have
you-
more heals for when I get.
if you're
fucked.
killing people while you're tunneling, you'll get their heals.
See, for me, the thing is, I know I'm an aggressive player in the games I play, and so I just don't play games that don't reward aggressive play.
Fair enough.
Fortnite does and it doesn't. I think. I mean, you get a lot of points for being the last alive, so it doesn't. But at the same time, you need to get kills in order to like differentiate yourself from the rest of the people that sat in the bush the whole
Well,
game.
I guess it's tough because to make another card game analogy, you would say the aggressive player probably plays an aggro deck because it's literally called aggro. The defensive player probably plays a control deck. I was always just the one like mid-range guy that's like I just
You're
want
the
to play a 1
EDH
drop on
kid.
1 and a 2 drop on 2 and a 3 drop on 3 and a 4 drop on 4
You were
until
just
they
playing
lose.
Hearthstone.
You just ramp.
I play a slightly larger green.
Play-
Which will allow me to play an even larger
I play
green
Celtic
man.
Warrior. Now I play Summon Skull. Now I play Dark Magician. Just the combo. Just ramp it up.
I play Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, which gets me Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, which gets me Dragon Queen. Good thing they nerfed that.
See, I'm not aggressive in that I just saw a guy up over there. I'm not gonna like go push at him. Like a really aggressive person would W key and just walk straight into a fight. I'm not gonna do that. I like to avoid fights. But when someone pushes me and starts aggressing me, I am not afraid to push back.
Although I actually think the grossest thing to get off Dragon Queen Alexstrasza most of the time is just regular Alexstrasza.
Oop,
Pretty gross.
ask and you shall receive.
Nazar is kind of nuts because it's just like full heal.
wrong
okay,
thing.
I have a bunch of free dragons. Outvalue me. Go.
Ooh, the heavy sniper. The heavy sniper.
Heavy sniper. Are you?
So I forget what it is. I don't know what it is now. I only knew it back when I did kind of play. But what is the average value of a dragon, like a random dragon? Because back when I played, I think the average value of a random dragon was roughly
It's
Azure
worse
Drake.
now.
Like I would have said that
It's
like
probably
probably
about that.
probably like a 4/4 was the average dragon when I played.
Oh, something like that.
How is there no one here yet? Impressive. Bushes are OP. Unless
And you know
the
what?
other person's
two,
on controller.
2, 3, 4/4s that probably have a battle cry is totally worth it.
So, you know what sucks the most? Is that, like, I'm in a bush, right? A PC player has
Yeah.
no chance of, like, hitting me unless they spray randomly. Controller player just ADSs a bunch until it clicks onto you. And it doesn't, like, concealment doesn't matter at all.
What would you think if they nerfed that by making it so that for PC and for console, you just scoped in slower every consecutive scope in within a certain amount of time?
Well, even then it doesn't matter because the magnetism, if you get close enough, will still work. Like, they would have to make it so that if you're in concealment, magnetism doesn't work unless you can physically see the person. But even then, that's kind of not fair.
Yeah.
Because, like, a controller player needs that to be able to hit people at all. So, like, if they hear someone, they have a snowball's chance in hell of
problem
hitting
is-
them.
If aim assist is bad, controller players will complain that they're underpowered, that it's too hard. And if it's good, PC players will complain. And there's
That's
no
what
in
I'm
between.
saying.
There
They
is
just
no
have to split
perfect
the
amount.
lobbies.
There
the
is
only
no
perfect
perfect
way to do
amount.
it. The only perfect way to do it is splitting the lobbies.
I mean, there's a perfect way. You can
That's
just do
it.
what he's saying, but like, no amount of aim assist will ever make both groups happy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you just have to give the controller players what they want and separate them from the PC players.
Yep.
And it's
I
fun.
think Fortnite is worried about splitting the player base.
Yeah.
Which, that's fair in a game where you have to have 100 people.
I think they should just do what they used to do, which is you're allowed to play together, but that doesn't mean that necessarily you'll always be. So, like, it used to be
like-
that they would put controller players into PC lobbies if they were like grouped, right, with another PC player. That made sense. I can't hit fucking sniper shots to save my goddamn life. Got him.
You were a Battlefield player, Colin.
No, I was not. I mean, I was a sniper. I was a really bad one. I was always going for the really long stuff.
AR his wall. After you snipe him, you just have to spray.
I remember when I did play before I quit Fortnite, but after ramp rushing wasn't good anymore,
Mhm.
I would basically just, my loadout would always be like, this is back when the Deagle could shoot through a wall by itself. It would just be literally Deagle, heavy sniper, healing.
What the hell?
If I could pull it off, that's what I would always shoot for, because then
Yeah.
it's basically the cheese your buildings get me the kill strat.
So what I
Or
was
it
trying,
was.
Don't.
It used to
The
be.
silenced is trash.
I don't know. It's hard. It's good late game because people can't see where it's coming from.
Are you just gonna hide in the bush again?
Yep, for a
With
little bit.
silenced Scar?
It's not good.
We've
There was,
come
like-
full circle. It used to be the noob play to hide in a bush.
Well, the bush has got a lot. They buffed the bush. The bush
Like,
used to
look
not
at
be
the
big enough to
bush
cover
now.
all of you.
Like,
Now it can cover like 5 full parties and still have room.
now
It
you can
went-
build a 2x1 in a bush.
It went from being a clown car to a bus.
If you build in a bush, is the build invisible? That'd be nuts. If the bush hid the build.
Shit, I'm fucking this up. There we go. Good enough. Got me where I wanted to go.
I like to say that Fortnite players suffer from the same thing that Fox players do in Melee, where when Fox is playing correctly, it looks so smooth and fluid and nice, but the instant they fuck up, it looks so jarring.
Yeah, I also panic. Like my what is it? My hands like tense up a bunch, and it's something that I
You
need to
can
work
tell.
on. It also
It's-
it happens
you're-
it happens a lot
It's
more.
Your crosshair placement just gets really fucked up, and it looks like you just like you're one of those noobs that doesn't know
It
how to
reminds-
last it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It reminds me of like when you're watching a Fox player in Melee. Every single Fox player, doesn't matter who it is, even the Armada, has that moment every game, and there's always one moment at least every game, where just for a moment, they completely just shit the bed and look like they've never played Melee before.
That guy's mad.
He should be.
You should be. You should be dead.
Yep.
I'm not saying I want to take double heavy sniper, but I want to take double heavy.
I'm gonna heal.
It's
We should
low
do
key
that.
really good.
It would lower my if I was a little bit better with sniper rifles, I would maybe decide to do that.
You don't use double heavy as 2 snipers. You use it as two wall yoink.
Two wall
It's
breakers.
2 wall yoinkers without having to reload.
Yeah, but I won't be able to get what's its face. The
Oh, I think that's the guy you killed in your chat. Oh boy.
no, you're bad at the game.
Dude,
That's the difference. I might be bad at the game. You're worse.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not gonna say I'm good, but I did kill you. And if I'm bad, what does that make you? By like simple logic. You should have had a build right there. Easy. Wouldn't have been able to kill you.
You should have not had a heavy sniper.
Okay, that's the real thing. Is heavy snipers shouldn't even be in the game. Peek me, peek me, peek me.
What do you
Peek
mean? You have
me.
a heavy sniper. You can make him peek you.
I want to use the heavy sniper to kill him.
No, you just shoot the wall and hit him twice with your AR and do it again and do it again and do it again.
I kind of wanted to go back for.
Just win the game. Forehead. Crap.
I heard him down here.
The bad.
I had to use a flopper anyways to get my health back to 100.
Take height, you have so many mats.
I shouldn't have gone into the zone like that. It's worse than I. Ah. This is how often I make it to late game. I don't know how to tunnel.
It's, you gotta.
Ah. You're the one that's in my chat, going out of your way to complain about a video game, friend. I understand the need to complain and, like, attack people when you feel attacked. However, no.
By the way,
There are better uses of your time, like practicing.
like getting better, so he can't just walk into your box and kill you.
Yup. Maybe if you stopped relying on that controller to aim for you.
Might be good. Well, I mean, it. I mean.
Okay, I'm
clearly
not
we didn't
involved
have
in this.
control.
I don't play Fortnite, and it is 4 a.m., so I should probably just
It's
go
fine.
to sleep.
It's fine, I blocked him. Easy. I don't deal with that.
I don't again, as someone who doesn't play Fortnite, it bothers me how common it is among the Fortnite players I've seen to, when you die, immediately look to see if the person has a Twitch stream and if they're streaming, and then jump into their chat.
So the thing is like, I'm an awesome person to play with when I'm in voice chat with you and you're actually being respectful. Like, I play community, like, ranked stuff all the time. And it's, even though you're on the enemy team, you can talk to each other. And it's, like, super polite, we're all good to each other, you know? But it's the difference when you don't have that, it's that extra amount of, like, depersonalization, right?
You might want to ban it.
I did ban him.
You didn't.
I banned him, right, oh, that's restream. I gotta go to Twitch and ban him in there.
Goodbye, controller noob.
Which one was he? He was, hold on. Dang it, what's
See
his name?
ya.
What's his name? I don't have him in Twitch chat. Hold on.
Dank laser.
Dank laser. Easy.
Or he is a dank boy.
How do I ban?
/ban.
Oh. Oh, there we go. I can just click on his name. No, it's, you can't just click on his. Oh, block.
What does that
block.
even mean?
Block Hunter Jack. There we go.
What does that even mean?
Easy. Alright, I'm shambles. Oh well, it was worth it to block him. Oh, actually he's not banned. It doesn't, it's a
Oh my
zero
god,
ban.
you're bad. Streamer, by the way.
Again, as someone who does not play Fortnite and has no idea what the fuck's going on, I'm gonna let you.
Oh, I accidentally...
It's just kids being
I am
slow.
so out of here.
It's just kids being slow.
I blocked Hunter Jack on accident because he was the first person to talk in the chat and I assumed I had no one here. There we go.
John?
Perfect.
Is John scared of the 12-year-olds? I'm confused.
John's a lover, not a fighter. And he's probably tired. On top of that.
Can you just make me mod? I don't think I'm mod. Here. Am I mod? I'm not mod. Do it.
Hit it? Does that do it? Uh-oh. Mod you. How do I mod you?
/mod. First man, I take it. Lol.
There you go.
Hey, there we go. Got him. Later.
Alright, now we can play this shambles game out.
I got you, baby.
Oh, come on. Just barely not fast enough.
Just?
It's fine. I was trying to. I wasn't even... Like, I didn't even land. I mean, I landed.
Yeah.
What goes up must come down.
Did you not win? I think you should have like won, honestly.
No, I did not win.
That would have been the play.
Okay, close that.
in my professional opinion, you should probably win next time.
And yes, it's my first ban. I mean, I've banned people in the past, but it just goes so long between it that, you know, why bother? I'm more used to the exclamation point commands. I always forget that Twitch chat has its own.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying. So when I tab out, I drop frames, I'm pretty sure. So I get back to... Actually, I'm going to move this over because I moved my hand cam, or my hand, slightly from the last time I was playing. Just in general. I forget what I was saying. Oh well. It's in the middle of a sentence. Oh well.
There's no words.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
But have meanings.
The game's starting, so I actually have things to talk about. I did have 7 viewers there for a moment. That was pretty cool. It's a high for a while. Because I got to end game in a, like an arena game.
Yeah. People are a lot more likely to go to your stream if they see your name, like, late game.
Yep. Than if you kill them early game. No, I get that.
Like, if you die to someone else spawn and they're screaming.
Don't get a gun, don't get a gun, don't get a gun. I hate having to, like, hope for that. Oh, I should have gone for this chest first, but small. Small optimization.
Should've, like, probably killed him.
He'll die soon enough.
Probably kill him.
I agree. Probably be the good idea. Oh, come on.
Okay. Okay. What the?
Why did he drop? Oh no. That new swap key is gonna, like, drive me to drink. That extra second, even though it's only, like, it's minute, I feel it so hard. It's easier when I'm more awake, though, of course.
Swipe track.
I don't know. I was contested, so if I'm contested, usually... Nah, I just wasn't thinking. And then I, like, looked at my inventory and was like, I don't want to inventory that, it's kind of late. Oh, that circle.
It's wonderful.
Oh, I landed there. Boy. No, I didn't. What am I saying? I usually land here. Oh! That good.
You did good.
The fact that I have to look away from this. Oh, it is there too. I think I definitely loot that. It's unlooted. Just looking at that circle like I don't want to go that far.
Yeah. That's grass.
All the minis, jeez 'em.
Oh, you should definitely take more minis. Or bandages.
Fair choice.
That way you can be more, like a little bit more liberal with like not using your builds when you're rotating.
Yeah.
Just by a little bit, not too much. Enough where it's fine if you get shot like once before you box up.
Adjusting the wrist brace.
Adjusting. You can get maybe a heavy sniper from the island. I don't know if they're there. I don't know if they're there or not.
I don't know.
I want to keep the AR because you have no long range really, and you have a sub for.
What do you mean I have no? I have the burst for long range.
Well, it's worse than the AR for long range, and I'd rather use the sub for like close medium. So it's only better at like 45, 50 meters away.
Yeah. It always baffles me that this is like unlooted. It's because no one wants to fight Benji. Not that he's at this elo, but
It may also be EU. But you know, it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
I think I stay in fish. With 2 fishing spots, 3. I think it's worth it. It's 100% worth it, especially if I get the torpedo, harpoon torpedo. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Gonna be dangerous. Please don't shoot me. Oh my god. No, it's good. I saw it bubble up and figured that there had to be still fish there. Ooh, come on.
Oh.
Oh my god, all these floppers. Told you it was worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Oh. Sometimes I just get impatient, you know? We'll eat this one. Take these. I have so far to run. Actually, I go down the river. Actually, nope, nope, nope. Hold on. I'm taking a rod because there's more fishing spots up here. It's worth it to go back for it, even though I'm in the zone.
No, no, no. You just keep this.
Nope. What if I get one like slurp fish?
It's two big pots. That's good. That's 100 shield. You don't need more than that.
I don't know if I want to take the time to stop at the what is it, the fireplace? I don't think that's worth it, nah. Hey, look at that. That's convenient.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have just popped the campfire.
Yeah, but it puts me in a bad spot for the next zone is the thing.
No, I just mean like you could have literally not stayed to fish or whatever, had two big pots in your inventory right now and just popped the campfire and been in the exact same spot right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, come on. I would have been fine if I hadn't messed up that swim. Would have come out perfect. Oop, I don't like he's got the drum gun. I guarantee you it. Maybe not. It's a little late to be still here. Ooh. Ooh.
He's candy. He's candy. Purple tackle or purple pump?
Because I have an AR. If I had a SMG, maybe.
I don't. Oh, okay. Box fight loadout. You don't need. If it's a purple pump, you don't need a swap weapon because you one shot him.
That's fair. I don't know. I like the purple tack too. It's better for taking walls. And like doing the shoot the thing phase through.
Hmm. It's alright.
He's gonna shoot me. Nope, nope. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He realizes that if he shoots me, I shoot him back.
What?
We're both looking at each other. Neither of us can pickaxe, but we both want to.
Hey, jumping counts too, okay? You gotta stop jumping, okay?
I jumped the whole way here.
Yeah, you gotta, hey, it's collision. Collision.
We've been working together this whole game, clearly.
Reported.
He admitted it. He admitted it on stream even. No.
Clipped.
Clip.
Sending it to Epic.
My left hand hurts. Hands fully off all of the controls. I deserve to be shot at. Where's the console player when you need to be lasered?
True.
Oh, I thought that was the car looked kind of like a launch pad from far away.
The answer is they're everywhere. They're in the trees. They're in the bushes.
They're in the trees, Mason. You don't understand. Ever since I got back from Nam, I haven't been able to stop seeing them. They're everywhere. It's a secret government conspiracy. They've been working together this whole time.
Terrifying, bro.
Okay, now I can actually take my hand off of the controls. My brace off. That's not good. I'm just taking it off for the rest of the game just in case it was the brace.
Just win.
Tends not to be how it works. The brace usually makes my hand feel better. Do I wait for him? I think I have to wait for him to go, otherwise he's gonna laser me out. Oh, and there's a guy over there. Let's see, what else do we got? I know we got a guy over south.
You didn't see it when I was doing the VOD review thing, like how I like to do the rotates. Like, if there's a kid right there and he's not, like, he doesn't have an edit open, you can start walking, and then if he starts to contest you, just stop, box up, and don't try to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And if he lets you go, you can go. Because a lot of the time they'll just let you go. Because, like, if you're him,
they don't want to make noise. He doesn't want to make
It's-
noise.
No, if you're him, it's the same thing. He's thinking, how do I get past this guy to get to zone?
I mean, he might not have known I was there.
He doesn't. Yeah, but like once you start walking past him, he's thinking the same thing, and he wants to just let you pass, unless he's in. Like if he's camping like that, he's probably not dumb and isn't just running around W-king people, so he'll probably just let you go. Like he might take a pot shot or two, but that's the idea. You just look at him when he opens to take the shot. You just stop moving and chill there, and he'll stop looking at you eventually. But like, don't just immediately start moving again because he's still looking at you. That's like the idea. Because most people will just give you a free rotate if you like go for it.
Oops.
The speed. You're cracked. Look at the speed of that one by one.
I didn't know if I could place all of them.
Actually nuts.
I can do it faster. I chose not to. It's strategic.
Strategic light drop. It's one of those. I hear you.
What is this kid doing?
Winning.
Oh, he can see me from there. How did he know I was in here?
I wasn't looking.
I mean, he might have walked. He probably saw through the wood that I walked off into something else.
Stream sniper!
He very well could be. No, not really. I'm nowhere near popular enough.
No, you get stream snipers when you don't have many people because they see your name in the chat.
I haven't killed anyone.
Okay, then never mind.
I killed one person like forever ago, and I don't thank the bus driver for that very reason.
Maybe you should kill more people, and more people would stream snipe you. I don't know why you want that, but I mean.
No, I should just do this. What am I doing?
You can toss the decoys to rotate, and just like, it won't like don't walk with them, but like, more distraction. It's like when you toss the pebble at past the guard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, huh? Shoot this? Guy over here? Huh?
He's not. He can't hit it fast enough. It's just not gonna happen. Like, I don't know if he realizes that he's performing an exercise in futility.
This will not work, sir.
Everyone's thinking it. They're like, this guy, he needs to stop. It's just annoying. He's not gonna hit
Stop.
anything. Haven't seen anyone die, and how many shots has he taken? I mean, statistically speaking, eventually he'll hit one of them, right?
Eventually.
I got this. Oops. Hashtag such fast. Much build.
Very well.
It's not as good now, anyways.
Toss that C4 at someone.
Oh, jeez. Did I? No. Okay. I suck. That was much too open.
Ah.
See, I can build a 1x1 quickly. I just chose not to that one.
Obviously. Yeah, there's that one you can build out. You want it. You have an RPG to contest out. RPG out.
He also has one though.
Angry
I'm
boy.
gonna play the low.
Then, yeah, then don't contest. He'll just start RPGing you back and it'll just get you for a kill. Just save the RPG and use it to win. Like, take height after he dies or whatever. Or a little bit later. Easy claps.
I lost my roof.
You have a launch pad too. Not a lot of mats. You might want to use the launch pad soon just to save mats.
Oop, it won't build because that's his.
Nice. You should have low launch.
Was this going? Oh, it wasn't even going this direction. Why did he come after me?
What was that? What do you need?
I don't know. We'll take it though. How late? Oh my god, it's 4:30. Fuck, I have to go to bed soon. I have to go to bed like now if I want to. My parents not to be like, were you up all night? You sure you're doing college right? Yes, I am. I swear I am.
I promise, man.
Maybe we'll go super aggro with this one and throw the points I just won.
Alternatively, stay up all night and fuck them.
I mean, that's fair, but they are they're paying for my college. So
Don't fuck them. Okay, that's nice. But
like, and they have a point.
this is not wrong. Which
Oh yeah, that's right. I was checking. Replay. Replays decline. Save. It's a 4-kill game, too. So it's 4 kills, so 20 times 4 is 80, plus... How much do you get for winning? It's 60, 30, 90, 120, 180 for placement if you win. Minus 40, I made 140 points. That's some good right there.
Oh, good.
It's all that good.
Basically, you try to aim for dying off spawn every other game and getting top 15 every other game, and you break even slash.
That's what I've been doing, like, if I have a good game, the next game I go the what's its face, the middle of the map, and go for the drum gun. It's like I hot drop and then I safe drop, and I hot drop and I safe drop, so I get a good practice for both.
A way to do it, I guess.
Or I could go the shark. I don't like the shark, honestly. I don't know. I like the agency better. I like the spot that I go.
Let's see this.
You pull here. And then if I can remember which side of the building it's on. Over on that side. I'm a little high.
Same. Wait.
What? Oh, shit. I hate doing that. I should die here, but I'm not gonna, because winning.
Because winning.
That's why.
Yeah, I hate that.
You get here before anyone else really even can.
I wasn't looking.
I blew that.
What the?
I blew that.
Before
Don't
anyone
close
else?
your eyes.
Before anyone else?
I was before him. I was before him. I also took a lot of time outside. Normally I just grab a gun and go in. I don't shake the dude down. I'm tired. I think that might be it for the night.
You should win.
I should, but hear me out.
See,
I go to sleep for a few hours until 8, and then I get back on, and I take my medicine, and I win.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm gonna finish. I'm doing my I'm doing what's its face.
I will probably not be on that.
No, when I wake up, I'm doing schoolwork until I finish.
Yeah.
The next couple modules. It'd only take me a few hours. Then I clean to get ready for my exam because I have to have the testing environment has to be good, and they like use your camera to like check around and stuff.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because it's an exam. It's proctored. You can't cheat.
Yeah.
Let me quit the stream. Thank you everyone who watched. I appreciate any follows.